Hello and welcome to the Nalaverse. My name is Tanisha Moore. My pronouns are she and her, and I am going to lead you through a brief yoga flow today. All you'll need for this practice is your mat or a soft surface to move your body on and yourself. So take a moment to set up your space, and when you're ready, we're going to start lying down on our backs. So bring your tailbone down to the mat, slowly lower your spine. And we're actually going to bring the soles of the feet together to let the knees fall out wide. This posture is called Supta Baddha Konasana. You can let the palms rest either on the body or on the ground at your sides, whichever feels the most comforting for you. Allow yourself to settle into stillness here. Get all the wiggles out. Allow your shoulder blades to rest comfortably beneath you. Maybe you blink your eyes closed if that feels safe. And really start to harness the focus of your practice today. Pointing the mind's eye in the direction of your breath, here and now, without changing anything. Then you just observe here the rise and fall of your own body in this moment of stillness. Take a moment to breathe in this posture. I'm going to lift my gaze just to speak to you. And I'm going to share with you an excerpt for you to sit with as we lead in. So as you continue to lie down and maybe close your eyes, I want you to sort of start to fix your mind on the idea of change. Maybe that brings up ideas, memories, or feelings of uncertainty. We've all experienced that collectively over the past year or so. And with that, I'll share this excerpt with you from a study on change. It is impossible to know both the size and mass of a particle at any one time, since each time you try to measure one, the others change. If this is the condition of our subatomic universe, you can bet it's the condition of our day-to-day lives too. So maybe in this practice, you take a few moments to consider that freedom, creativity, even feelings of serendipity are often the delights of uncertainty. Maybe you start to sit with or welcome in the idea that uncertainty in itself can be a form of freedom. That you can find inspiration in the way that the mind, the body naturally changes from breath to breath, from posture to posture. And you can take that as an example of how we and ourselves have the freedom to adapt. To listen and respond honestly. On the next exhale, really empty out the breath. And on the inhale, let the knees start to close in and hug them gently in towards your heart space. Maybe you rock from side to side here. Feeling, acknowledging the full length of the spine beneath you, the tailbone. And on the exhale, reach for the outsides of the feet and find a gentle, happy baby. And maybe that's just gently encouraging the outsides of the feet with your hands, letting the knees fall to the side. Or maybe it even feels good to keep the hands on the shin here. Allowing this to be a more passive, happy baby than you've possibly taken before. Breathe where you are. If you enjoy rocking from side to side, feel free to enjoy that. But I'll encourage you to find stillness in this posture and just observe the mind and physical body. Maybe there's change occurring in the pace of the thoughts, the pace of the breath. Can you free yourself of any attachment to one thought, one feeling in your practice, and allow yourself to experience those shifts and respond honestly? Start to hug the knees together. Maybe you take a gentle rock from side to side and gently fold over to either your right or left side. Truly doesn't matter here. And make your way to child's pose. Shins down on the mat. Let the back of the spine elongate towards your heels. Let the forehead be heavy here. The palms be soft on the mat. Shifting our gaze, shifting our perspective in this posture on the mat. Find freedom in the shifts as we move through the physical practice today. Start to pull yourself through to tabletop. Stack your wrists underneath your shoulders, hips over your knees. And when you're ready, take a gentle cat-cow. Inhale, drop your belly, lift your gaze. Exhale, cat curl. Reach the spine high towards the sky. Breathe in here, drop down, heart open. Exhale, cat curl. From here, widen the stance of your shins and find a wide child's pose. Sit the hips back, fingertips long. Maybe you allow the heart to sink a bit lower. Maybe you send the tailbone a bit further back. And on the inhale, pull yourself back through to tabletop. Keep the shins wide, and this time step your fingertips out towards the outer edges of your mat as well. Drop down, find your cow pose. Inhale. On the exhale, tilt your right shoulder towards your right hip. Letting the rib cage sort of swerve to the left. Inhale, back down to your cow pose. And taking this motion from side to side, start to let the left elbow find the left hip. Can you sort of think of the rib cage as like scooping out a bowl of ice cream here as you drop down to cow pose and exhale to tilt from side to side, shoulder towards the direction of your hips. Take this on a few breaths of your own. And when you're ready, find your neutral tabletop. Stack the wrists right back underneath your shoulders, hips over your knees. Start to step one foot back and then the other, find your high plank. Inhale here. On the exhale, bend the knees, lift your hips up high for downward facing dog. Breathe here. Nice job. Start to step the feet out wide, the outer length of your mat, back on those outside edges that we're familiar with today. Inhale where you are in a wide down dog, and on the exhale, walk your hands towards your feet. Find a wide forward fold. Nice, breathe here. Maybe you allow a generous bend in the knees here to allow the heart to fall forward. Maybe you enjoy that stretch of the hamstrings while releasing the back of the neck. Nice. Keep the left hand planted on your mat. On your inhale, reach the right hand to your right hip. Open up the heart towards the right side of your space. A little bit of a half bind here. Breathe where you are. Inhale. On the exhale, maybe you reach the fingertips up tall. Nice, breathe here. Open up the heart a bit wider on the inhale. Exhale, bring that right palm down. Take that on the other side, ground down underneath the right fingertips. Bring the left hand towards the left hip. Maybe you stay here. Maybe on the next exhale, you lift the left fingertips up high. Beautiful job. On the next exhale, plant the palms. Bend the knees, roll all the way out to a wide high plank. Breathe here. Soft gaze towards the top of your mat. And on the next breath, start to step both feet in just a footprint. Take your first chaturanga vinyasa from here. I'll give you the option to, of course, lower the knees and untuck the toes if that feels the most comfortable for you today. If you're in high plank, I'm meeting you there. Inhale, shift your weight over the wrists, lighten up in the back toes or lengthen in the tops of your thighs. Nice and slow. Exhale the elbows in towards the rib cage, lower halfway. Inhale to pull through with the fingertips, shine your heart, and tuck the toes, tops of your thighs, leave the mat. Exhale to your downward facing dog. Breathe here. Nice. Bend the knees. Roll the length of your spine all the way out to a high plank. Shift your gaze towards the top of your mat. Breathing where you are. On the next exhale, step the feet out wide towards the edges of your mat for a wide high plank. Breathe here. On the exhale, lower the knees, untuck the toes, sit back for a wide child's pose. Stay here for a few breaths. Again, I'll lift my gaze just to speak to you. Allow the heart to continue to release in that child's pose. And especially if you feel open enough to blink your eyes closed, if you are feeling that extra push in the focus of the mind's eye to connect back to the breath, can you observe that shift in the heat of the body? Also, maybe even the pace of the mind, if it is still stirring quite a bit. And can you start to steer it back to the now? On the next inhale, really fill up through the nostrils. And on your exhale, sink the heart a bit farther down in your child's pose. Nice, breathe here. Inhale one more time. Exhale, let the heart be a bit softer beneath you. Beautiful work. I'll invite you to either stay in this child's pose for a few more breaths in stillness, or maybe go for the secret prayer posture by bringing your palms together and thumbs towards the nape of your neck. Observing that shift in the way that this posture feels in the body, in the heart. Release the palms down when you're ready. Pull yourself through to just pass through a tabletop. Sit your hips to either side and swing the feet around for an easy seat. Call this Sukhasana. Allow your palms to either rest on the body, on the legs maybe, or one hand to the heart, one hand to the belly. Observing the breath. Observing the change of pace possibly and the rise and fall of your body. Maybe a change of pace in the mind. May you continue to observe and take on the changes in each capacity around you. Take them in as opportunities to be free. The light student and teacher in me honors and respects the light student and teacher in each of you. Namaste. Thank you for sharing your practice with me.